Not everyone is lucky enough to be born into a loving family. But beautiful thing about life is sometimes we get to choose our family and those people likely to be your friends who stand beside us when life gets hard. They become even more real than your own blood family. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Road Dog podcast. I'm Dr.MUKUND, your host, the Road Dog. Today's episode is all about something very personal, something many of us can experience but rarely talk about openly in general, right? And that topic is chosen families. Friends basically who becomes your family in the long run, right? So welcome you all. Let's dive into it with no further ado, right? And before that, I would like to thank you all. Now we are currently live in 30 plus countries, and Rodo podcast is going very well on Spotify and on all other audio related platforms like Apple Podcasts, Good Pods, Amazon Prime, YouTube Music, and so on and so forth. So yeah, and also I started very recently posting long formatted videos of the podcast on my YouTube channel as well. The channel name is Dr.MUKUND, the Road Dog, as you might be already watching if you find this video. So yeah, let's just get into it. The myth of blood is everything. Since childhood, most of us are told something like family is everything, blood is thicker than water, you must always stand with your family. And in many cases, that is beautiful, yeah, sure, and also true. But life also shows us another reality, isn't it? It does, most of the time. So, not every family support you, not every family understand you as or in general, and sometimes the people who are supposed to stand by us simply don't. That's a difficult realization for many people, but it's also where something powerful can begin. Like what? Many things based on so many people's experience, and so far what turned out to be the worst can be your big breakthrough point. You know, life has unexpected ways of dealing with things, and it does works in a miraculous way. We have no idea, just it works. It always does. So there you go, and you can interpret it as you like for example, for instance, because of the toxic family, or let's just say toxic family you grew up in, you might be the breakthrough point. You might end up creating a best family for yourself. Who knows? Life you experience it in a very very different way in general. So you might become the breakthrough point by breaking the generational curses of your family, or you will have a good sorts of friends that becomes your family, and then your life can change like boom, just like that, and so on and so forth. The same. Alright, let's move on to the next one. When friends become family. In real life, we meet a lot of people. Some might be just acquaintances, some are simply colleagues, some are temporary companies, But every once in a while you meet someone who show up when it really matters. They check up on you when you are quiet, they support you when you are struggling, they celebrate your wins like their own. Those people slowly stop feeling like friends and they start feeling like family, not because of the DNA but because of the loyalty, presence, and genuine care. I know many of us been there. Some of us are privileged enough to have those friends. Unfortunately, I don't have any such kind of ones, but fine. I'm fine by myself. So that's okay. That's a whole different story. But I have heard from many people that they did find a good friends and they became like a family in general, and that's a cool part. And if you talk with them, they will say like we are just friends like around in our 20s, and then we are still friends at 60s. You heard this many times, and yes, those are the real things, and it's true. These things are, there is a possibility, all I'm saying is. So yeah, so those who got such kind of friends are really lucky, let's just say. If they didn't, maybe they will get in some point of time soon enough. We never know. We'll see about that. Life will bring it in some way or another. Like when you least expect, life can happen and change everything just like that in a snap of a finger. Like everything changes. I know many of us have been experiencing this kind of thing, and yes, these do happen in a regular basis. So I mean, not in a regular basis, but these do happen in real life. I have seen that many people, they told me like when we had conversations, they said our life went down, everything went south, and then miraculously few friends gathered, and then things just changed drastically in very short amount of time. Like they said like this. I mean, we can't even believe ourselves that life just changed in such a drastic way. Like we felt like, wow, this person or this group of friends literally changed everything. Like everything. Yes, these are possible things, and this can happen to anyone at any point of time. But we can't predict those. If they happen, they happen. Next, we'll move on to the freedom of chosen families, right? The interesting thing about the chosen families is this: there's basically no obligation, no one is forced to stay, no one is forced to care, yet they do. That's the beautiful part about this. Even if you ask them to leave, they won't. That's what makes it so powerful, right? Chosen families are built mostly on mutual respect, trust, and emotional safety, and sometimes that kind of bond becomes even stronger than the traditional family ties. Believe it or not, it's true. Sometimes, because not everything in life goes according to your plan, because if everything goes according to your plan, that's not your life. Some things will go not so according to your plan, and that can still turn out to be the best one. We never know. Everyone will go through good times, bad times, great times, worst times, and so on and so forth. Sure. But finding these kind of people is very rare kind of a thing in present situations. But I will not say this is impossible. There is a possibility for everything. It's just all about timing. That's all. If you're lucky enough to have this kind of people, then thumbs up for you. You're lucky. If you don't, Don't get sad. Watch my videos. You'll be fine. Next, we'll move on to the quality over bloodline, right? At the end of the day, what truly matters is not just your blood family and blah blah blah, but how people treat you. Do they respect your boundaries? Do they support your growth? Do they show up when life gets messy? If the answer is yes, those people deserve a place in your life. And sometimes those people are your friends who become family by choice. And that's the beautiful part. Like, if you ask so many people, I have seen that they tell openly that I love my friends more than my own family. Something like that. When we like, even like phrases like, when I hang out with my friends, I feel like world is very, very nice place to live in. And something like this phrases, you might have heard it. Apparently I had heard them a lot. So yeah, everything is possible. Just need to have some time, that's all. Anyways, so if you are someone who has built a chosen family, cherish them, because real connections is very, very rare. And sometimes the greatest family we ever have is the one we build ourselves, right? Let it sink in for a while. So yeah, I think I covered everything in this episode. I think it's going to be a very short episode, because what can we say about friends and good friends and stuff? It's like almost self-explanatory kind of a thing, and you gotta experience it. If you don't, it's very hard to explain in words as well. But I'll try my best though, because many people have, like in life, they go through very, very difficult situations and so on and so forth, but when they have good friends with them, everything just disappears. Like, all the problems will be like, it doesn't mean the problem disappear in 1 minute, but they'll be with you through thick and thin, and you'll have, the burden will be like a little lesser compared to like you facing it alone. That's all. And I know these days this is not really happening, but once upon a time this was there. These days it's very hard to find such people in life, and definitely it's going to be very, very difficult to pick those kind of friends and have them in your life. But if you do have them, I can tell that you might be the pretty lucky person. If you don't, also fine, but just saying. So yeah, what do you think? Do you have such kind of people in your life, or you don't? Comment down below. I would like to hear from you. Or do you have any chosen families that you maintain it for years and years and you still thrive on that? If you do, good for you. I would like to hear your stories as well. How did you guys meet, and how this went on further, and how did you maintain, and how did you face challenges and so far and so on. So yeah, I would like to hear from you, your take on this. Yeah, because as far as I heard, the stories are crazy, because I did not hear from 20 something old people. I heard from 60 plus, and I even heard actually there was one story. Just now I had some cup of coffee at the cafe, and I just sat there and I met three people. They are in their late 60s, and they were friends from like literally in from their 20s. Like they meet every once in a while and they talk and so on and so forth, and they are like crazy good bonding. They are all like a family kind of a thing, and so on and so forth. Because I have seen, witnessed with my own eyes, and they told me what I even asked, like, what is the secret for maintaining? And then they told there is no secret. That's the actual secret. I'm like, wait, what? They said there are no secrets. That's the actual secret. Because they share everything. That's loyalty basically. They share everything, every problem, every so on and so forth. So basically everyone knows everything about everything that's going in their family kind of thing. And that's the beautiful part. And over now they told me like they are in their 60s and so on, and that's okay kind of a thing. That's the beautiful part. If you really have those. If you don't, so if you don't, it's also fine. Don't get discouraged by, oh my god, I don't have a great friends. Then you are your own friend. You can be your own friend. You be kind to yourself. You cherish your things. That's a good thing. Okay? Don't get sad just because you don't have that group of friends. They said they did not plan to have that friendship. It just formed naturally over the period of time. So don't force it. If it happens, good for you. If it doesn't, still good for you. So yeah, that's my take on this. So like I said, I would like to hear from you. If you have any crazy stories, I would love to hear those stories. Kindly comment down in the comment section how your friendship started, how many years you were going on, and so on and so forth. I would love to hear that, and share your insights as well. Happy to hear. So yeah, that's all from my side, and this is Road Doc, Dr. Mukund. Thank you so much for taking your time and listening to this podcast. So I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Until then, take care of your health, and bye.